What's up, guys? We are back at the MVP show live from Boca Raton, Florida at Podcast Junkies. Thank you so much for joining us. We have tons and tons of things. Oh, thank you, Ben. The one guy in the background, he's like, yeah, we love you guys. Thank you. We're back. We have a jam-packed week, guys. We're deep into March Madness. As predicted, all the 1 seeds have moved forward. Thank God. I'm sure Simon loves that. We'll talk about that. A little bit of the NFL, the draft, UFC, sports betting, and the fucking judges rigging it again. So every fighter gets fucked at the end of the day. And then diving in and finalizing with Mon's gas station review as he talks about a new energy drink. So let's start by introducing our cast. Sitting next to me, as always, the classic Jew himself, Swice.
Ready to go.
No claps for him. Anyway.
I don't need it.
I'm just kidding.
After my performance betting recently, my God, I'm out the game, but we'll get into that.
I'm not going to lie. It was tough to talk to you this
I'm out the game. Yeah. I'm out the game.
Sitting next to him is Mons.
Yo, what's going on? I'm good.
I gotta give it. Yeah, everyone goes crazy.
We never got a Mons' March moment, and March is over.
No, because March sucks now.
Yeah,
right,
because March Madness sucks.
Yeah, it's not good at all. And guys, we have a guest today. We all know and love him. I've known him for a little bit now, and I know I intro you guys to him, and I think he's a special person to have on. And honestly, I think you should do more podcasts. We have the Megalodon, Big Vaughn in the house, baby. Let's go.
I'd love to see you two in a ring fighting.
All right, Simon.
It's not a good scene.
Yeah.
Who wins?
We've actually trained together before. That's how we met, physically at Kill Cliff.
Yeah.
So, Vaughn, you fought before though, right?
Yeah. I got 3 fights.
Yeah. Are you gonna continue?
I'm pretty good. Yeah.
No, Vaughn's a bad motherfucker, bro.
I'm just lazy, not consistent. You know,
No, it's not that you're lazy. You just work a lot. There's a difference.
Dude, it's so hard chasing a dream and then chasing money. It's like, I'll chase the money.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we all say too while we're sports betting. We're like, we'll chase the money on that aspect, but maybe not Simon as much anymore. But he had that dream, and it's slowly dwindling. But you're back, brother. I believe in you.
We'll wait till football season.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Yeah, great.
We'll wait till football season.
No, Vaughn, tell us a little bit about you, what you're doing right now. And of course, this is a sports betting show, and I know you dabble into it. I know you're a big sports bettor. I know you are huge, but would love to just hear a little bit about you, what you do a little bit, and then, I know you dabble in sports betting.
Yeah. So I played football for a while, pursued the NFL. That's why I think I got burnt out with the whole MMA. So I moved down here, started on the MMA thing, and I needed a job. So, I started selling real estate like everybody else in Miami.
Fair enough.
Then I started working at a sports bar.
Really?
Yeah,
Full circle.
Yeah. So my colleague's a big sports bettor and got me into it. Now I'm, watching all the sports that I don't care about, like baseball and hockey.
Yeah, dude. So what's your favorite sport to bet on if you had to pick?
Honestly, UFC, like MMA, but like UFC is like where you get all the bets. I know stuff about it. I actually watch it.
Yeah, no, it's fun to watch, and I feel like when you put bets on something, regardless if it's UFC or any sports in general, that you're more you're more invested in the sport.
Exactly.
Like you're either sweating profusely, having a heart attack, or you're the happiest person in the world.
Yeah, that's how I felt watching baseball. Which
Dude, baseball's back though. Home opener. Like, what do you guys? Let's dive into it right now.
I'm loving these. I know Matt's more into baseball than me, but I'm loving these torpedo bat things.
No, I mean it's got a lot of buzz going around the MLB right now. A lot of the fans either love it or hate it.
Why would they hate it? More home runs.
Well, because when you're the Brewers and you gave up 30-something runs in the opening series to the Yankees, you're not going to love it.
Bro, the Yankees have been torching.
Wait, so are these bats going to be legal long term?
They are legal. They're within MLB guidelines. Like, the MLB has given the okay with them. But if every team, I mean, I just saw the Phillies have put it in order for them, the Braves have put it in order for them, and a few other teams are already using them. It's not just the Yankees. It's just the Yankees are the ones that have been making so much noise with them. So, to your question, long-term legal, it's either going to become every team uses them, and then it's going to become, offensive numbers are going to have to be changed as to what the new normal is, or the MLB will come in and say, no more of this. Back.
I say more homers. I'll start watching.
I looked at the score in the opening at the Yankees opener. It was a legit fucking football team. I was like, it's 16-6. I go, what the fuck is going on? On top of that, too, I cashed in on a bet. I was looking at it. there was a score, a run in every single inning. And then I was looking at it. It was like the 6th inning. I go, there was like 2 runs every single inning minimum. And then I was like, no hit or run was literally dead even. I go, the statistics here are telling me there's going to be a fucking run. Off the rip, 2-run homer. I'm like, money. So, I mean, I was just following it off of that, where it was just constant hitting, and then it was 16-6, and I was like, let me just follow it. Thank you, Ben. Wow. I did cash in, and then guess what? Lost immediately on another bet, but that's good. But baseball's not my sport. I just did it for the fun.
I was going to ask Matt, since you're involved with some sharp groups and stuff. Well, like, how would you say baseball season goes for the books versus the public better here?
As a bookie, the general rule of thumb is you don't like baseball season. That's what a lot of like bookies that I've spoke with and talked to have talked about. And in baseball, it's like it's so quick, things can shift. And like, yeah, that's any sport.
What, because of the pitching?
Pitching and error, like
it's not time. It's no an interesting time. Sport. Yes. It's not time
like,
at all.
In basketball, like a 10-0 run can happen or, and all that. But I feel like in baseball, we spoke about it with Nick a little bit when we had, the sports prophet on. It's just in the blink of an eye, an entire inning can change. But if the sharps, I know, like to bet on like the first 5 because you know the starting pitchers. You know how that lineup, you can study how that lineup does against a lefty or does against a lefty that throws hard versus a lefty that throws soft. There is so much data that you can look back in baseball. So sharps will have a field day with the first 5.
I'm not going to bet on it, but I like it.
I'll bet on it just to have it. Vaughn, do you like betting on baseball?
I don't know. I don't know much about it, so I'll just bet. What's popular.
There's too many games.
Yeah.
I was gonna say you nailed it in terms of like the first games. It's like near even odds. Like I cashed out yesterday on Detroit Tigers. They were an underdog.
Wow.
And I was looking at it.
Congrats. What, $20?
Yeah. 15 cents, Simon.
Oh, nice.
Actually, more than you actually. But anyway, the 15 cents is profiting. But thank you, Ben.
We should get that going for future shows. I love the little.
I like the cha-ching. Yeah, that's good. But no, I don't know. I'll continue to bet on it. But my buddy who's in the MLB told me, he was like, listen, man, if sports betting wise, he goes, it's probably the roughest one. He goes, you never know who's going to get a rally and then continuously get hits. And he goes, scores. He goes, it's the hardest one. It's the hardest one.
They should really just limit the amount of games that they have. It's a little ridiculous that they have so many games in baseball.
What would limiting it do?
Why is there 162 games?
So we could all bet on them. What do you mean? It's for us.
That's the season. Why are we starting during March Madness and NBA playoffs? Just started in June.
No, you're not going to change the entire calendar.
The NBA, everything needs to revolve around the NFL calendar. That's just a fact.
Okay, and MLB works very well with that.
It actually bleeds into the middle of college football and NFL, the playoffs, actually.
Yeah, and so it's just
They should go from June to September.
I think nobody really gives a shit.
Simon, that's a 4-month season for a pro sport.
I think the NFL should have more games.
They're going to add another one, and they're going to move the NBA All-Star break because they don't give a fuck about these other sports.
Yeah.
UFC is smart and actually put their fights on Saturday nights.
No, they did a good job. I mean, no one's going to compete with them anymore. I know boxing was originally, they were throwing fights. I mean, there was no other sport. Now, sports literally, at least for pay-per-view fights, nobody's trying to compete with them.
Speaking of, when will we get McGregor or Paul? What's coming on with upcoming fights, Ray?
Bro, well, McGregor ain't fucking fighting anytime soon. Jake Paul, I don't know. That's a completely different realm of fighting. That's not really a fight. That's more of influence.
Doesn't he have an HBO show now or something?
Yeah, it does. The American Pauls or whatever the fuck.
Matt, are you gonna watch
something
that?
random? No. I don't know. Yeah,
that's a hard no.
I'll pass on that one. But what do you feel about Jake Paul and Logan Paul? Vaughn, I want to hear another fighter's perspective. I mean,
honestly, they got good and they got good really quick and they carried the sport. They took advantage of that. Boxing isn't like MMA where you can just see MMA and be like, oh shit, the dude's fucking that dude up. Boxing is like, oh, what's his name? Oh, I don't care about him.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like you need to know the name in order to watch boxing.
Yeah, I was going to say UFC has done a great job in terms of marketing their fighters.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that also helps with sports betting, at least on an MMA side, because the UFC is also looking to push probably, not all the time, there's certain aspects to it, but I always look into their media following and how they, their audience, because you got to remember, at the end of the day, not just the UFC, but every sports organization is a business. They need to make money. So if they're pushing a certain fighter for somebody to fight somebody, I always look into that, be like, all right, this guy has fucking million followers and the other guy is like not even 8,000. I'm like, they're trying to push the million followers. They want to build up there depending on where they're from. So I look into that as well. So I mean, I don't know if you do that when you.
No, I do, and I noticed that like whoever's the more popular amongst like casual fans, they always got better odds. Like, oh, this guy's gonna kill it, and it's like, dude.
Well,
you just
without
watch the fight.
McGregor right now, who is the like face of the UFC for the average like American viewer?
Sugar?
I would say, yeah.
He's a not anymore. I mean, he just.
What do you mean not anymore?
He
When was
lost.
the last time he fight?
He literally lost.
If it's a better way to ask Simon's question. You walk up to a random person, you walk up to 20 people, and you say, name your favorite UFC fighter.
would say
Who do you
Sugar.
think people are going to say the most of?
Probably Pereira right now, right? Even though he lost.
Pereira, yeah, Pereira took over.
John Jones still in the
John
mix.
Jones,
True.
John Jones and Sugar. That's who I think of.
I don't know.
But they're not as big of a like brand as Conor McGregor. Like that's a lack right now of the sport. I feel like you don't have that kind of personality in there.
Yeah, there won't be another him for a while.
No, he was an enigma. Realistically, he transcended the MMA, if anything. He changed the whole aspect of combat sports, in my opinion. How everyone dresses, how they talk, marketing, everything in terms of just how they. He basically changed it from a sport to an entertainment business. The UFC essentially, it still is a sport and a very solid one, but it's now turned into an entertainment aspect. And now the UFC and the business look more. They look for more entertaining fighters or people with a personality rather than really like you could be a great skilled fighter, but if you have no personality, they're not going to push it. I would have to say on the flip side, Pereira really doesn't have a personality, but it fits him fucking well.
You can overwrite that if you just knock people out.
Yeah, exactly.
You cannot say
100%.
So Ray, what fights do we have coming up that I should be looking forward to with the big names?
UFC Miami in 2 weeks. I mean, you have this
Who's
card.
fighting on it though?
You have Michael Chandler versus Patty Pimlet, teammate.
Your boy Mike.
Killcliff, big. I'm not gonna lie, real quick before I continue with that. I think Mike has a great shot at beating Patty Pimlet. And he's
Is he a dog?
He's a dog too. Oh no, he has to avenge himself from Oliveira.
I remember that one. Yeah.
Yeah, undisclosed. He actually got hurt first round.
I used some free play on that actually.
We all did. So
That's all right.
Volkanovski versus Diego Lopez. That's the main card.
main event is Diego Lopez versus Volkanovski. Also, Diego Lopez is an underdog too.
Yeah, and I think he could retire Volk. Yeah.
I agree. I don't like Volk coming into prime Volk, like when he was fighting Ortega. Like, if you got to remember, Ortega almost has a very similar style to Diego Lopez. Diego is better than Brian Ortega, but he has a similar style, he has better stand-up than Brian Ortega. So I like Diego for a dog, and I like Michael Chandler as a dog.
You know who's gaining stardom? He's on that same card. Flat Earther Bryce Mitchell.
Right? Oh my God, yeah. Have you guys
you seen him?
Have you guys know about UFC Bryce Mitchell?
Wow.
All right. So he went
enough, dude.
he went on a tangent on what podcast was it, Vaughn?
I don't know. I just see him.
So he went on a tangent about how like he would be friends with Hitler. Like literally went on like, and it went viral. And everyone was like, "Are you kidding me? This guy's..." And he got like really like punished by the UFC. Like Dana White reached out and he goes, "Bryce, you're a fucking idiot." And everyone's like, "Punish him, fine him, kick him out of the UFC." And Dana's like, "Free speech, but like you're a fucking idiot. Like why are you saying you're friends with Hitler?" So it's gone to everyone hates Bryce Mitchell right now. Like,
when's he fighting? Fuck this guy.
Miami.
2 weeks in Miami against Gene Silva. A guy who's a fucking knockout artist on a tear right now.
I should get my mom to buy tickets for me.
I think you and Bryce Mitchell would get along really well.
Bryce Mitchell.
Bryce Mitchell, if you want to reach out to Simon.
Like Simon, just pull that out real quick. Just
Yeah.
God. There it is. There it is.
Short.
Yeah, he went on an absolute tear. So media-wise, everyone wants to see Bryce Mitchell get knocked out, and he's fighting literally probably the most dangerous striker in the division in Gene Silva. So there's a lot of hype going, okay, Bryce Mitchell is a wrestler, and he's facing the most powerful, who's psychotic. He's psychotic. There's literally a video of him grabbing the cage before and screaming, hanging on it. The guy's literally insane.
Well, speaking of the UFC, are we... Like, who's the up-and-coming fighter that, like, is a good face kind of thing? I feel like there's a lot of old people in the UFC, to be honest with you, from what my knowledge is, in their late 30s, 40s. Who is up-and-coming right now that I should be looking out for is like, hey, I want to watch this sport because of this guy?
I mean, I'm not going to lie. They're marketing Gene Silva. There's a lot of people from the fighting nerds.
Where is he from?
Brazil. So
It's not American. What about American? We need American.
It was Peyton Talbot until he got knocked, or he lost, right?
yeah, he lost. Yeah, he
Because,
got-
like,
Peyton
for
Talbot's
example,
cool.
college basketball, right now, Cooper Flagg is an American guy from Maine. He's fucking 18 years old, and
Yeah,
he's the face of the NBA.
Right.
He's he's a guy from America and from Maine.
You know
a
what's
small
sad,
town.
and maybe Vaughn, you could jump in here with this too. Is at least for me, I feel like a lot of U.S. fan base in MMA in the MMA community don't support American-based fighters as much as they should.
100%.
Thank you. I really believe that. Chael Sonnen said that. Who's I think Mike Chandler.
Who's the guy from Louisiana? He's kind of
Dustin Poirier.
Yeah, I like him. I like him.
He's a good
The
one.
diamond. He's got that nice walkout.
He just never really.
He's kind of old though. Another old.
No, yeah, he just never really amounted. I just don't believe Americans support American fighters as they should. It's like you go crazy for a fucking
Well,
European.
Sugar's American.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is, but he's different. He's like he's not really in a true like I'm American. Like he smokes
Blue-blooded American.
Yeah. He smokes pot and like he relates to like the younger kids, like a fucking Trent twin in the bodybuilding.
I would
world,
go grab drinks with the guy.
No, yeah, I'm not saying he's a bad guy. I'm just saying in terms of a general MMA market, you're like not gonna be like, oh yeah, my kid loves sugar and he has fucking cotton candy hair and he's smoking a blunt. Like, yeah, that's who my kid loves. You know what I mean? It's like no one's really gonna push towards that. But yeah, no, there's a couple, but it's mostly being pushed internationally based. I think UFC is trying to expand specifically, but honestly, that helps with betting and MMA odds because not a lot of people know a lot about these fucking people in different countries. So it makes a better spot for us to get odds and be like, all right, no one knows anything about this guy, but he could be a fucking wild card for like plus 300 and just win. So I like that about UFC, and that's why I like betting on it too.
And anyone with an OV or Russian background, always a favorite.
Guys, tip. If anyone's fighting a Russian,
favorite.
90% of the time bet on the Russian. Just saying, all right? Do a little research. If there's a picture with them and Khabib in their Instagram, immediately bet on them. So there's actually the PFL this Thursday. I'll actually be there. But there, you could bet on that. I'll let you know.
Random night for Thursday. It's just
it
weird.
is very random.
Probably not trying to compete with anything else.
Yeah, that's fair. UFC does a good job with that. but
Well, that's why PFL does.
I think anybody who tries to compete with the NFLs is just an idiot.
What do you think about the UFL? You could bet on that. Too.
I don't care.
You could literally. It's like the United Football League. It's like think of it like an LFA trying to get into the UFC. They're like
Like another one of those things, like the XFL. was.
Yeah. I saw
The
them.
minor league for NFL is college football, so I don't
Literally,
care
yeah.
about
No,
this.
but on the commentating, it's fucking Aaron Rodgers' brother commentating. He goes, "These people are looking to get into the NFL," so they're openly saying like these guys aren't as good to be in the NFL, but they're looking to get into it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'll throw it on if I got nothing else to do, but it's not really save my time and watch some good TV shows like Mobland. Good show. Big TV show, or not big TV show guy. He likes the dramas actually.
No, you're a big Penguin guy.
Actually,
You like the Penguin?
The main
You go
actress.
phenomenal fun like the Penguin.
Sidetrack from the sports betting show here for a second. The main lead, female lead, is in Black Mirror coming out on April 10th.
Really?
Yeah, she's in one of the episodes in the USS Callister. I just saw the trailer today.
Wow.
Big movie guy.
I was gonna say you're a big movie buff. We're gonna do MVP movie buffs now as another separate show. There we go. that music fits perfect for Simon. Honestly, you should walk. I feel like that's what
why do we have we did that with the Slice. We've done a lot of different music with me.
I like that though. But let's transition off because I know we got a lot to talk
speaking
about.
Before we dive into March
the music.
Madness,
Yeah,
just for Matt's reference here, 3 of the 4 Final Four coaches are Jewish.
I love that for you guys. You guys
Are you
needed a win.
surprised?
No, but you needed a win. Yeah,
There you go.
No, he's killing it today.
you guys needed a win. One for the good guys. One for the home team.
So one of the Jews is gonna win. Kelvin Sampson ain't winning.
Oh, I'm proud of you guys.
Are you,
I don't hate Jewish people. I just make fun of you for being
Did
Jewish.
you see Bruce Pearl rapping the
I did.
stuff?
I
Yeah.
did. I sent it to you.
Bruce Pearl, Shire, and then the other guy is Golden. So it's a nice
Goldstein?
mix. Golden.
No Steen or Berg. Just
Oh.
Yeah, the real question is: are there any Jews on any of the 4
Players.
teams? Michigan, there was a guy, Danny Wolf. He had a big nose. He did. Danny Wolf.
Shout out to Danny Wolf.
Shout out to Ben on the mic back there.
Ben's killing it today.
But yeah, that's just a random fact. 3 or 4 coaches are Jewish here, so I think we're gonna get a Jewish.
so like
winner.
when
Jewish
if one of the 3 of the 4 win.
Do we
Like
put him on the chair?
no, I was gonna say like instead of like confetti falling, it's just like yarmulkes, like yarmulke.
Or like a
we'll put him
when
up
they
on
do
the
the final NBA like champions, it's a yarmulke and champion.
I don't know. It's very interesting. I think the Jewish community is really proud right now that we got got some good Jewish coaches. It's kind of weird that two of them are coaching in very southern schools, Duke and Auburn, but I guguess they're progressive now.
This is the most I've ever seen you be serious about a Jewish topic.
Yeah,
I don't know if I'm serious about it. It's just I'm happy for that the Jews are very small population.
It's all the years of
I don't think you're a
hatred
small
that I've given
population,
Simon.
brother. I don't think you're small at all, brother.
Not down here in South
You basically
Florida.
run the world, my friend. I don't know why you're
Christ,
fucking
take a stroll down Boca.
Boca Raton. Ben, we know any Jews? He's on fire today.
Ben can do any sound. He's an animal. What
You
the
got,
hell?
like, you got like pennies falling on the floor.
Do the
there it
pennies.
is. Kid's out of control. Unreal.
All right, but you want to dive into March Madness now?
All right. So we
probably
got
off
four.
topic.
We got 4 Jewish head coaches in the final.
Three.
Sorry.
Kelvin Sampson is not Jewish.
All right. Yeah. He's
That
Bryce,
guy is not
a
Jewish.
descendant.
Matt's rooting for Kelvin Sampson.
No.
We got Bryce Mitchell over here. I don't know. Yeah, 2.0. Shit. So are you betting against for Bryce Mitchell? He's like a plus
I don't-
400 dog.
I'm not betting right now. We can get into that. I'm not
All right.
betting.
Fair enough. Sorry.
You don't have to be sorry. I'm just saying.
Ready?
Why are you doing that? Don't do that.
He's pissed now. All right, let's dive into it. March Madness. All
I'm
right.
not betting anymore.
We
because of
have
March Madness. Yeah,
we
I'm
have 4 number 1 seeds, Simon.
Very exciting.
It has been. This hasn't happened since what was it, 2007 or something like that. It's been quite some time since all 4 number 1 seeds have made it to the Final Four. So this is the first time in literally 2 decades. So what are you thinking here? It's been a books nightmare to say the least.
it's been all
bracket buster.
favorites.
Nobody's really thought
Been
that this
nothing
would
but
happen.
chalk.
Literally.
It's the chalkiest, but it makes sense because these schools have all the NIL money. Auburn has like 4 guys that are their whole starting lineup's like 24, which is like the same age as the Thunder, who are leading the NBA. I'm excited for it though. I think we get an overtime game actually in one of these Final Four.
You've been saying this since football.
We got an OT game.
We got 1.
Yeah.
We usually get 5 in the tournament. I'm not betting on it. Swear to God.
Please believe me. Better's anonymous here with Simon.
We were close.
Yeah, we were very.
We were
It was a
close.
problem gambling aware. I'm so happy.
I
March
had the
is
number
done.
fucking dialed up and ready to go for him.
Simon literally was in a
I'm still in
horrible.
shambles.
Yeah. No, I told him. I was like, "You're just not the same anymore." It's like that commercial where it's just like, "Eat a Snickers, you're not the same." That was Simon basically with betting.
I could use some women in my life, but that's another whole topic.
Hey,
you know
I got a guy.
Let's go to the sports bar.
Vaughn knows the guy, guys. All right, you need some women.
But no, I think it's we're gonna get some exciting games. I mean, we got Cooper Flag. Duke's whole roster is like lottery picks.
nuts.
Florida had that
Seems
great
stupid.
comeback. Auburn, I love the guy Janai Broom, but he got
Got
injured.
hurt,
I
yeah.
did see the end of that,
little
so that was
busted up.
interesting. And then who's Houston? Yeah, they just play amazing defense.
Their
so,
defense is
So I think
stupid.
we're getting the 4 best teams as like Ken Palm. I don't know if you guys know about Ken Palm and his ratings, but they're pretty accurate. These are 4 of the best teams we've seen in the Final Four. I prefer this better than when we got UConn just dominating FAU and at San Diego State. But would love to hear your guys' opinion because we're getting the best, 4 teams, and I think we're gonna get an amazing Final Four.
Yeah, I mean, I've been watching March Madness very closely. I predicted I have Florida winning it all. I think it's going to be a tough one with Auburn. I think it kind of honestly matters whether Broom, how healthy he is. He's a massive X factor.
Oh, yeah, he dominated the last game.
But you could tell towards the end of the game, he wasn't even using his left arm.
Well, he had
or
that
his
big,
right
he
arm
had that
was-
big 3.
Yeah, it was nuts. But the guys
That game was not competitive, though. Both of them on Sunday were not competitive. So I think
No.
that we're going to finally get – I mean, Auburn already played Florida, SEC. I think we get a good game there. And then Duke-Houston, I think Houston's going to slow the game down. They got a lot of older guys, too. And, we get to see the superstar Cooper Flag play. So it's going to be an interesting matchup. I got Duke, though. I just think they're too talented.
winning the whole thing, or
Yeah, I think they're – I mean, they got like 5 lottery picks, and they got veterans on there. Their 6th man was on Purdue before. So I think Houston's going to give them a fight, though, and I think Florida Auburn – I think we're going to get all 3 of the games are going to be very close competitive games. UConn was like an 8 or 9 point favorite when they played like SDSU or whatever, and they dominated those 2 years. So I think we'll get a better Final Four. Was it all chalk? Yes. Was it tough for the books? Absolutely. But I think we'll get a good Final Four. I'm hoping.
Yeah.
We'll be at Bounce on Saturday.
Yeah, no, we'll be watching it live. I was gonna say, Vaughn, have you been betting on March Madness a little bit?
No, dude, never.
Never.
Never. Why? Never, ever. It's too. I feel like basketball is very hit or miss. Like it's very, very hard. Very, very hard to bet on basketball. Guys get hurt. Guys leave the game towards the end.
Now, are you going to bet on the March Madness at all, or no? This Final Four, or are you just not even touching it right now?
No, I probably wouldn't bet on it.
Like at all?
Yeah.
But if you had a pick though, because you've been watching a little bit, who do you think is going to win?
I like Florida. I seen the Houston versus Purdue game. I feel like that was too close.
Yeah.
So I feel like against like other really high end teams, then you probably got Florida, Duke maybe.
Yeah.
They all four of them. I mean, they're all 4-1 seeds. It wouldn't shock me. Matt, what do you think?
Yeah.
I don't know.
From what you've seen for this tournament,
Who's gonna win? I'm gonna go Duke. My thoughts on the tournament as a whole, though, is like it's no longer a tournament. Like it shouldn't take until the Final Four for you to get excited about it.
Yeah.
So like.
So what do you propose they do?
I don't know, but clearly they need to fix the NIL issue.
Or is it just a 1-year thing?
No, it's not a 1-year thing because you look at all these studs that are on these mid-level teams, mid-major
like
teams.
FAU, 3 of their guys were on Michigan, and
they get scooped up after their freshman years, after their first season of actual
I
playing
think these
time.
graduate years and shit is ridiculous.
Yeah, it is.
25-year-olds playing college basketball again. Cooper Flagg is literally 18. He just turned 18. He's gonna be the number 1 pick in the draft, and he just turned 18. He's playing against 25-year-olds.
Yeah,
he's gonna be a very
isn't what is his name? The guy from Auburn. He's in like 20. Somebody's
Broom?
26.
No, their whole roster is like 24 to 26,
yeah,
which is older than the Thunder and I think another NBA team.
Yeah,
which is a little crazy. But I'm glad that. I mean, I'm happy that a guy like Cooper Flagg isn't going to the G League and is going to Duke because of NIL. Like remember Jalen Green? He's on the Rockets. He could have been at North Carolina or one of those schools, and it would have been more exciting. I mean, I never watched them in the G League. I didn't care.
No, you're absolutely right. I don't know if I'm not a college basketball fan. I'm a sports fan. So from a sports fan, the only time ever that I get excited to watch college basketball is March Madness.
Yeah.
And so now that it's basically not a tournament anymore.
What if you get like an amazing Final Four? You're going to be.
No, I'll be pumped, but like. It's what you should get. When you have 4-1 seeds, you better get good fucking
with the best players literally in the nation on each team.
This is the best Final Four I can remember actually like watching.
Of course it is because it's the 4-1s. But like round of 64, 32,
but if
16
Broom's
and
injured,
8.
that could be a big deal.
Yeah, no, but going off of what Matt's saying too, he's saying it off of general sport with the NIL. So it's like they have enough money to get the best players on their team, and it's funny because you're going to just continue to watch these powerhouses in each sport, like college basketball, continue to be powerhouse for a year to come. Same thing with you played college ball.
Yeah, it's
so
a lot of it's a lot of it's with the coaches though.
Which college team?
Temple. I went to Temple University.
So yeah,
so it's a solid basketball school.
Yeah, but like we don't have as much money as other schools, right? Like it's a big university and a lot of money, but when you think about like a Texas or something like that, and like you're recruiting for football, come on, it's like you get the best
can't
players
compete
at all, dude.
Now, I don't think that NIL is as much of an issue in football as it is basketball because in football you are going to have the same 6 to 10 teams every year that are going to be in the mix for the Natty. Now, college basketball. Go back 5 years ago, whatever. Any given team could make a run and get red hot.
Yep.
And it seems like the NIL has completely stripped CBB from that. I mean, you look at like St. Peter's, making it to the Elite Eight.
That was exciting. Yeah.
Of course, it's awesome.
But I don't want to watch UConn fucking blow people out in the championship every year.
Agreed. I agree. There's a happy
The women's
medium.
team have been doing it for 25 years.
Look,
No one's saying that.
Rick Pitino's fucking son just left. So did a bunch of coaches just left.
I know.
But I mean, like Rick Pitino's son didn't go to an amazing. What is he at Xavier or is something in the Big East?
So.
Yeah, he's nothing.
Yeah, because they're going to be competing against each other now.
Yeah, which is pretty sick. Sorry about your boy Rick Pitino getting bumped, but it was to Calipari. It was. But again, I mean, we outside of Arkansas as the 10 seed, that was the only solid. I mean, Colorado State put up a good fight against Maryland. That was a good game. But this tournament, we'll see. It has not been good for the books because it's all it's just favorites.
Yeah, so far sports in general have been getting.
I was just gonna say, I feel like at least for the last 2-3 years, like every playoffs in the sports are just like not fun anymore. Like. The NFL playoffs weren't even good. There was one Chiefs-Bills was a classic Chiefs-Bills game, and the Super Bowl was even a blowout.
We had got some.
But it was a
pretty good
classic.
Super Bowls
We
before
predicted
that.
it.
Of course, but it's saying like it's taking too long to get to the good games.
Yeah.
The playoffs in all these sports. I mean, look at baseball. The Yankees mowed their way through the AL and then got swept or.
Well, I think speaking of,
but it's against the Dodgers, which
Dodgers.
was also on the other side of what was expected.
I think we're going to get a really good NBA Western Conference playoff. I think the East is going to be dog shit, but the West is. I mean, I don't know how much NBA you watch, Vaughn, but it's Steph Curry. Yeah, but you know Steph Curry and LeBron. Though.
I fucking hate it.
No, but you know Steph Curry and LeBron, and like Matt knows, like I'm not a huge NBA guy anymore. I used to be a bigger NBA guy than NFL, if you can believe it, Ray. But I think it's true. I think that we're going to get a great NBA West playoffs. I think people are going to be excited about it. The East is going to be Boston's. I mean, he doesn't want to hear this, but they're going to win it. He wants to hear it, but he doesn't want.
They're not. Okay.
You really think the Cavs?
Considering that the Cavs beat us at home, yeah.
It's a regular season team, bro. This is.
You know what? You know what I've been seeing, guys, and this kind of translates everything. Is we could almost predict who's going to win at this point, and it's I see it on a lot of at least sports betting pages on Instagram, and it's just parlayed with who's going to win a national championship. It's like the Eagles, Celtics, fucking Duke winning the college basketball team, or Dodgers or Yankees, all tied into a parlay to like fucking $100 to win like $78,000, and so far these guys are literally on par to hit everything, which is fucking nuts.
I feel like sports as a whole used to be like how it is betting on golf. Like you have your top dogs, but you don't know. You don't know.
Like Scotty Scheffler, like he's like the Chiefs or like the Duke in college. Like you're like, all right, they should win, but you don't know. It's such a fucking mix. Like they'll be in the mix, like, but you don't know.
Yeah, you want free money? Go bet the Dodgers to win the NL pennant.
Yeah.
Like, go bet the Thunder to win the West. Yeah. Or like it's just.
Well, that ain't happening. So
the Rams are taking it this year. Rams. Let's dive in. Anything else to touch upon with college?
I think we're good. I'm ready to dive into some NFL football.
Now, Vaughn, you watch football, man, right?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah,
a little bit. I hate it.
He only watches fighting.
When you played ball though, you were pretty close to getting into the NFL.
Yeah,
right?
I got invited to the Giants, had my workout, and it didn't work out. You know.
What position did you play?
Left tackle. So I came to college at 250. They got me up to 320 and like 4 or 5 months of overeating, and then I went hard at it. But then some people were already, I feel like 320. I had to work hard to get there, stay there. I think some people were just born for that position.
What was it like going like 250 to 320 in 4
That's
months?
Insane.
I used to vomit every morning.
Are you serious?
Yeah, every morning. So I had to wait. Like my whole protocol was I had to eat, weigh in every morning, send a picture to my coach, and then weigh in again at night. And I had to gain it was like a pound.
Were you not allowed to drink alcohol?
Well,
no, I guess I probably could have.
I don't think he was thinking. I don't think he was thinking about that though. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. Have you seen some of these athletes? How much weed and fucking booze
at
they
Temple,
drink?
we had White Girl Wednesday at the local bar. I
gotta hear about this.
I would get in trouble. I'll go there.
And now Simon, you talk about snow bunnies, and Simon fucking perks right up.
I'll go there, But,
Jake Browding's girl, the snow bunny. What do we got for NFL though right now, right?
No, I mean we got the draft coming up. Ashton Genty just had his pro day. He actually looked phenomenal.
Him to the Raiders.
He looked phenomenal.
Shout out to the Herd, Colin Cowherd, but another podcast.
all right, Simon. Shout out Barstool.
No, not them. Just Colin. But
cut that out, Ben.
Ashton Genty to the Raiders. He was talking about and kind of love it. I mean, running backs taken in the first round have been really solid in the last. Couple or 10 years probably.
They need a running back too.
Well, Geno Smith's a great play action, 6th in play action percentage. So I like it. I don't know what you think of Ashton Genty to the Raiders.
Doesn't move a needle for me. Don't care about it.
I mean, that division is loaded.
I'm hoping that Genty doesn't turn out to be like a Trent Richardson or something.
So are you guys? I heard you guys are taking Travis Hunter.
I have no clue what we're doing now because now we got Diggs. Which I'm pumped about.
Are you paying him that much? He's a fucking
1-year deal.
It's a 3-year deal.
Okay, and it's a 1-year deal if you look at it.
I don't know about Diggs, man. He's a fucking diva.
You have an option
coming off an injury, right?
I'll take it.
I mean,
dude, what if the Patriots had at the wide receiver room to be excited about?
This
in the last
motherfucker is a
decade?
head case.
Since Randy Moss.
So is AJ Brown.
Who you have a jersey of.
AJ Brown is not a.
So is Tyreek Hill.
He reads inner excellence.
So
He's not
is
a fucking head
Tyreek Hill. All these superstar wide receivers, they are divas, but they win.
Tyreek Hill now wants out. Apparently, he tweeted just the peace sign on his Twitter.
Well,
a while ago.
there's his Tyreek Hill went viral because it's April Fool's today. They said Tyreek Hill out of Miami. He's back to the Chiefs.
I saw that. That was good.
Everyone went
I'm
viral.
backing your Patriots. I just don't love how much they paid Diggs.
It's a 1-year deal.
It's
if they
not
don't
a
like
one- it's a
Simon,
3-year
they
deal.
have an option after 1 year. They can get out of it. Holy smokes.
He's stuck forever. That's it.
Like, read contracts.
I don't
Holy
like
smokes.
to. That's how I get in these shambles problems.
Well, anyway.
No, Diggs is a good fit. We've had nothing to be excited about in New England in the wide receiver
If anyone
room for
can
years.
tame him, it's Vrabel. So
I would love to see them go Hunter just to really give us something to love about
See,
that
that
wide
I
receiver
like.
room. Or I wouldn't mind trading back now.
they could, yeah.
They got their number one.
They still need offensive line help. I feel like.
No, 100% they do. They need help in both sides of the trenches.
And Ray's a fake Patriots fan, so
Literally born in New England, brother.
I didn't see you watch one game this season.
I was
What was
with
there
you
to-
for
what
all
was
the,
there to
Yeah,
watch?
yeah. What was there? The watchers get massacred? Like, what? What do you want? I literally have a Bledsoe jersey from
don't-
before Brady. I'm not a bandwagoner.
I don't
literally-
think you can name 10 players on the Patriots.
right now I could care less. Honestly, they're terrible.
Wow. Okay, so you're not a real fan.
Not anymore. I don't.
All right, all
I'm,
right.
I'm a fan. I'm rooting for them, but man, it's
Well,
tough to root for.
Next
after-
NFL topic.
We have Vrabel, so I like him a lot. But next NFL topic, I was going to go back to the draft. Do you think, back to Ashton Jensen real quick, because I do like betting on this. Do you think, and I feel like this is going to be a betting pick, or you could bet on this, will Ashton Jensen go in the first round? Yes or no?
Oh, 1,000%.
Yeah.
1,000?
Yeah, he's definitely
He's
going.
the best running back in the draft.
Top 10?
Yeah, I think so.
You think top 10?
I mean, we got Bijan Robinson top 10. Zeke was top 10. A bunch of those guys were top 10.
Yeah.
Jameer Gibbs.
Yeah.
No, I think this kid's special, and I think in the right situation, Raiders. It's gonna be tough in that division, anyways. But they need a running back in Oakland. Vegas. I love that they're in Vegas now.
What about Rodgers' watch? You guys see he worked out with DK?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think he's just wait. I don't know what he's waiting on now, but he's probably going to Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I mean, they got rid of
More
Russell.
Debo receivers
And you,
over there.
You don't have Russell or
George Pickens and DK Metcalf are probably gonna fight at some point.
I hope so. That'd be badass. So we need more of that.
Yeah.
Vaughn, what's your
I
NFL
like
team?
Eagles.
Eagles.
Yeah, it has to be. I mean, I grew up in Philly. We played in the same stadium.
Big Saquon fan.
Big Saquon fan.
I love Saquon.
He's a good guy.
I heard he's a good dude.
Yeah,
Good guy.
yeah,
He's a fun guy.
He's a fun guy.
Yeah.
Likes to hang out and everything. But
Yeah, cool dude. You know, real devoted.
there's so much hidden things behind that. But so are you gonna bet on the draft at all? Is that something you like to do?
I didn't know you could bet on the draft until
bro.
we
Certain
had
books
this
have it.
conversation right now, actually.
So yeah,
I'm learning this as we speak.
yeah, I'm learning.
We're learning Vaughn is not as big of a
Yeah.
better as we thought.
Yeah.
he is. He's getting into it. You're getting into.
I'm getting into it, you know?
Yeah.
Get into
You
it.
take your time. You're putting your feet in the water slowly but
Yeah,
surely.
yeah.
But it's a fun
But
thing.
yeah,
to
we
be
do
part
have the draft this month, so I'm very excited.
Yeah. Who do you got overall?
Cam Ward's on one.
Cam Moore. He did have a great pro
Hearing
day.
Shadur to the Browns, but all of my hearing is from Colin Cowherd's show.
Yeah.
So,
You think Shadar goes top 10?
oh yeah, 100%.
Who do you got going first?
I don't know what the Giants are doing. Why do they have Russell Wilson and Jameis? It's fucking weird.
That's not weird in my opinion.
Well, I would just start Jameis and
No,
just suck
let,
for
let
Arch
the
Manning.
let the two of them duke it out. Two vets. That locker room
Is
needs
DeVito
some
still
type
there?
of
Yeah,
that
it's
locker room needs some
Tommy
type of veteran
Cutlets.
presence. I mean, for the last few months,
Or they should go draft Hunter.
Tommy was the only person in the quarterback room on the roster,
Which is
So
not good.
They need some type of QB presence.
I would like
there.
to see Jameis just air it out. It's just we were talking
We're
about
just
this
speaking
last
of
time.
Giants, old flames. Daniel Jones went to he has a year contract. Who's he with?
Indy?
Is it Indy?
Yeah, he is with
Indiana,
Indy.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with Richardson. That interesting situation. If anyone, Shane Steichen can try to fix him. I'm not a huge fan of Daniel Jones.
I don't think anyone from New York is at this point either. So-
New York sports are kind of in shambles. Boston sports are a lot better.
Well, I mean, yeah, they have a history. I think, if anything, do you think Boston is probably the greatest sports city?
Yeah, I would say so.
You think so?
Better than Los Angeles. They have less teams. They
Better
only have 4
than
teams.
Philly? Everyone from Philly.
No,
Hell no.
yeah.
I don't want to hear about Philly
Philly's
people.
a big
He,
sports city.
he hates Philly
Really?
people. He,
Yeah,
literally,
just shake
he
my
literally
head.
went live on Make Vegas Pay and was like, Philly people, you fucking suck. Bet Packers today.
That
You're
video
like,
did well.
yeah. There were so many people from Philly going after him going, fuck you, you cheesehead asshole. Yeah, there was
Philly fans are
Yeah,
passionate.
we're in Packers we're kind of at that middle upper state right now, and it's very frustrating.
yeah. I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to see how this all plays
I got to
out.
figure out which games I'm doing for my stadium tour next year. I haven't done that yet.
How many did you visit this year?
Just 2. I just did
not that
Cleveland and Green Bay, but Green Bay was quite a trip.
You've been to SoFi, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I was gonna say that should be
I was pretty hammered at Green Bay. I actually haven't drank in almost a week, so I'm excited for this weekend.
Wow. All right, that sounds like a personal thing that you're really going through, Simon. He starts venting on here, guys.
His mom's gonna watch
I'm going
this
through
whole
a rough
show.
time right
He's gonna,
now.
Eileen's gonna hear that. I had 1-800 gamblers lined up and ready to go.
You did not.
Then we
actually.
hear,
He was probably pretty close to.
I didn't
me?
gamble at all.
No, I'm saying calling the number.
Oh yeah, 100%.
It was Gambling Awareness Month, and I really went out of control this month. So people stay in control, bet your unit size. Don't be like what I did in March. That was terrible.
I was watching March Madness and I thought about Simon. This was literally this was Sunday, right? Yeah, Sunday was the games, and it was don't get mad at the players for losing your bet. Stay true, stay calm. Please give us a call if you feel upset about losing your bet. And I was just like,
Hey, can you send me that number?
To a
I'm still a
fucking
fan
team.
of Tanjay, though. I'm still a fan of Tanjay, though.
Wisconsin.
I
Guy?
love Tanjay.
He's a great guy.
I hope he does well in life.
Yeah, he's a great guy. But yeah, let's talk a little bit about the books and everything. Let's dive into it because it's been a rough one. It's been a rough year for the books and everything.
Well, after last
Yeah.
March Madness, and then football season, and like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, I'm not too sure. I think we touched upon it already a little bit, but should the public is just betting the favorites
just
at this
all
point.
chalk.
It's just favorites and
It just happens every now and then.
parlays with -200.
Yeah, every now and then a full calendar year.
No, well, yeah, between March Madness and
That's
NFL,
what I'm saying.
this is the first time probably both are in the same year like this. Guess
You just
what?
start eats the-
Normal water bottle.
Vaughn, as you're a sports bettor, regardless of how big or whatever.
Right.
Are you just straight bettor? Are you just throwing a fucking money line, or are you throwing in a couple parlays? What are you doing?
No, I'm parlays and props, just depending on like the vibe of the.
Was there
the fight
UFC
or-
props you can bet on?
Yeah, tons.
Like
tons.
I know, like rounds by knockout. Matty Betts.
rounds,
does a lot
not
of that.
knockout by submission, over 1.5 rounds.
Yeah.
I'm
stuff like
so
that.
fucking mad this week. I threw in a $20 fucking prop bet for it was to win $2,000 and I missed one. And I was so fucking mad.
I actually have a quick rant if you want to put on the maybe 30-second timer, Ben.
Simon's
Load it up.
pissed right now.
I'm not pissed. I might actually take off my glasses. To
Wow,
do this.
that sounds like you're gonna get mad, Simon.
I'm not gonna get mad. Is the timer on? I
Yeah,
can't
oh,
see
it's
it.
on.
It's on there.
Yeah, speaking of, so
I'm gay.
everybody, what the fuck? This guy's on his fucking phone again. Jesus. Now I'm fucking up the timer. Speaking of line shopping, guys, Hard Rock. All right, I was looking at this UFC fight. Texted Ray -180, and then offshores -165. So don't just think Hard Rock has better lines. They control the market, and they're fucking everybody up because they're just setting whatever lines. Also for college basketball, I saw they had plus 400, offshores were plus 425. So don't sit here and tell me at the bars, oh, Hard Rock is fucking the best lines out there. They control the market. You guys should be line shopping. That's the end of my rant.
That's a beautiful rant.
Matt agrees with it.
7.
All right, Matt.
That's no line shopping.
You know what? We should just start calling me Moishi at this point.
Moishi.
Oh my god.
Please, Boca Jet, sponsor us. But thank you, Bob.
Yeah, we should actually ask.
He actually sponsored someone we know's kids lacrosse jerseys. Yeah, the Bobinator. We'd love to have the Bobinator on.
Oh
But,
my god. No, we'd get canceled.
I think
immediately.
we would have to bleep out 75% of that show.
Yeah. He's not a.
But yeah, I mean,
We love
Matt,
him.
I know you're all about the line shop, and I just wanted to go on that little rant because people think Hard Rock has better lines, but why don't they? Why do you think they don't?
I don't make their odds. I don't
No, but I'm saying they're the only.
I don't fucking know.
They're they present Florida's only legal sports book.
Why do
bullshit.
you quote it like that? They are. They
Well,
are Florida's only legal.
Not according to Bovada and all them. Whatever. But in like I was showing you the lines for UFC and stuff,
No,
and there was a discrepancy.
listen.
and March Madness, so people need to like calm down.
No, you're right. I mean, I line shop. I take a look to see if you got to get a minus 200 in favor, at least for UFC. I try to always make sure I get my best value. Like you get a minus 220 somewhere.
Especially for live betting, you can get a lot of different.
Do you live bet at all?
Yeah,
Vaughn?
yeah, I like live betting. Actually, you know what I wanted to do? Go to the UFC fight live bet while I'm there.
Guys,
Seems like a
should
good time.
should we go to the UFC Miami in 2 weeks and just fucking just be? I mean, we'll probably get some solid insight too. You know what I mean? I know a few.
Man,
people
you get us free tickets on them. And
Yeah, fucking nosebleeds are $400, and
I ain't going to that.
yeah, no, we'll find a way. But
Not after March Madness.
No,
hey, if you hit it, hey, just parlay Duke in Florida. Florida's a favorite. They're minus.
no,
they're
I'm not
minus
touching-
145.
No, I'm done.
Just parlay it.
Done.
At this point, guys, it's free money at this point. Just
I
all the
started
favorites win.
I started driving Uber because I had to put
Wow,
myself through it.
I'm not laughing because you're driving Uber. I'm
actually
laughing
very good Uber driver.
I'm
Very good
laughing at
rating.
why you just had to
I might
say
get
that.
laid from Uber driving.
Jesus Christ.
Really?
Yeah.
There you go. Simon's gonna
Some
get laid.
MILF, hopefully I can pick up.
Some MILF.
Well,
You're just gonna look over and be like, "Hey, baby, you want some of this Jewish spunk?"
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know about all that, Simon.
this guy's rooting for Kelvin Sampson. You said you rooted for Duke. You fucking, he's lying.
He's a big Bryce Mitchell guy over here.
Look at the Bryce Mitchell, this fucking guy.
Anyway, so let's close it out, Mons. What do we got here for the
God.
gas station?
We're
review?
back
story.
on. We're back on C4 Hawaiian Punch. I think I've done a review on this one before, so I won't review it. But amazing new flavor out of C4. However, though, awesome story. Slice is driving, make him pull over into the 7-Eleven. Got to go in and get it. They got 3 for $7. Obviously, I'm a sucker for a sale. Pick up my 3 Hawaiian Punches, go up, pay $7. Fucking awesome. Walk out. Some dude comes up to me, taps on the window, holding 2 more. Goes, brother, I'm an ambassador for C4. Saw you were holding some. Here's some more for you.
Wow.
What a time. 5 C4s for $7.
Wow.
And you didn't ask.
I'm
him to be a
sure you
sponsor.
love that.
Yeah, it's a
Think of that. Think of the money.
I don't actually drink any caffeine.
I'm not
anymore.
talking about that. Think of the savings. I'm talking
Well, now I'm really thinking about savings. When you max out some of your credit cards, you got to think about the savings.
Just goes on.
Nobody's listening to this full thing in its entirety. Hopefully not.
So,
Except for people we're close with.
our family.
Yeah, that's probably true. They probably have.
Simon's about to have like 8 texts after this. Like, are you okay? Like, I can get you help.
Yeah, I'll find that number for you that I saw during March Madness about if you lost your bet, don't get mad, please.
Yeah,
But yeah, if C4 sees this, I botched it by not asking that ambassador
That was
to sponsor the show. Please do.
Yeah, please. If you hear us, ambassador, please sponsor.
Ambassador.
This is a hardcore English accent, but Vaughn, first off, I mean, at least to close out, I want to thank you for coming on. Any closing statements about you? What you got? You got anything exciting coming up?
Nah,
Any fights?
nothing exciting, man. Just enjoying the Miami lifestyle, going to all the cool stuff. I want to go to the fights. I want to go to F1 May 4th.
Ooh, there we go.
Yeah, we got a lot of big events down
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
We went to the Miami Open, Ray and I actually.
Yeah. I honestly like going to live events and betting on them live. I feel like it's actually
Exactly.
So I feel like that's
No, you get way more into it. Yeah.
I feel like that's definitely something next on our ventures. Going to probably UFC Miami. We'll see what we can do with tickets.
If
and
you can
everything.
get tickets, I'll be there. Otherwise, I'll be Uber driving.
I don't know if you're saying that like
I'm
being
dead
like
ass.
you're mad about it or you're like
No,
insulted.
that's fine. I mean, I got a nice new car, and
You
people are nice.
You do have an electric car, so I am proud.
You
of
really
you.
Uber?
Yeah, bro.
Wow.
You need a ride somewhere?
No, I'm all right. What I do though?
You actually drive a nice car. Yeah, You got an Aston Martin, man.
Yeah,
Look at me. Styling and
My guy.
Simon's like, can I Uber in that?
Also, just to, I just want to with the car stuff. Ray, I would love to hear the story of how your car door got hit by somebody one time, because you're always like, just be careful every single time.
Yeah, Simon wings open my door whenever he gets out of the
That's
car.
not
so-
accurate at all.
No, I'm very concerned about when he gets out of my car. I'm just looking out for you, buddy.
I think some girl just was drunk and just fucking opened the car door.
I don't know I don't know if that's true or not, but all I can say is that I'm just very wary about the car door opening.
Also, shoes
So
on
thank
or
you.
off while driving?
What? Off always. Simon's he picks on me for I always take my shoes off when I drive. I don't give a fuck. It's not normal. It's a normal thing, right?
You're shockingly wearing
You
your
wear
shoes
boots
right
all
now.
the time or something?
No, I don't like my toes being constricted. I don't know.
Yeah, big
We are
boots.
so off topic, guys.
Hey, we talking about TV? No,
Guys,
we-
Guys, Thank you so much, Vaughn. Thank you for coming on,
you,
brother.
Adam,
We'll
man.
have you on again. Love
Thank
to
you
have
for
you
having
on.
me.
Great shirt, guys. Thank you so much. Of course.
Yeah, Ben, thank you for the sound effects today. In
Ben,
the back
let's
there.
keep up the sound effects. Guys, follow us on MVP. If you guys want any bets, tips, we got a bunch of stuff coming up and free plays coming this week for March Madness and UFC. Please give us a follow, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.
Ba-doom, boom.